topic is Drake files defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, so he filed a lawsuit against UMG.
Okay.
And in the so before he filed the petition, if you guys remember, and it had the defamation claim, but then it also had the claim that they inflated the numbers for Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But then he withdrew that petition, and so everyone was like, oh, like he's not going to go forward with it. But then the very next day, he filed a lawsuit in New York. And in the lawsuit, he wanted to make it clear, the lawsuit wanted to make it clear that it was not towards Kendrick Lamar, but, quote, it was to hold UMG accountable for knowingly promoting false and defamatory allegations against him. So basically that UMG like benefited from it and helped promote the song, even though it had things that were
thing, right? So I guess he's pissed off about the slander.
Yeah, like calling him like a pedophile and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it kind of, he felt like it suggested to the public that they should have some vigilante justice in response to this song.
Okay.
And ever since it came out, Drake has been saying that he's felt like unsafe. And there's been few instances like...
He says that in the lawsuit?
Yeah, in the lawsuit that like because of these defamatory claims, people are like taking like vigilante.
One of his security guards got shot.
Yeah, so there was a drive-by shooting at his house and a security guard got shot. Somebody tried to like dig underneath and intrude into his house. And he's like, he felt unsafe for himself and for his family, so he pulled his son out of school. And he moved him out of the country.
Just at a basketball game.
Yeah, but he doesn't go to school in Toronto anymore, apparently. Well, he said all of this in the lawsuit. His lawyers also wanted to make note of the artwork for Not Like Us. So it's basically his house, and it's dotted with red markers. And usually that's what's used to represent the presence of registered sex offenders.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Like Drake's house is already pretty popular.
Yeah, I
like
don't think
everybody knows where he lives. Everybody knows what it looks like. Everybody knows his address. He basically did like a house tour in the 2C Slide music video. So like, but he's claiming that he never had any sort of dangerous encounters until the song came out. So like people already knew for so long, but then the song came out and now all these things are happening.
Yeah, I don't know how popular that would be in the rap industry. He's kind of like snitching, right?
I don't think I'd look at it as like snitching.
We wouldn't, because we're...
I mean, no, to me, like it's definitely corny.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're in a rap beef, you rap
like
about it.
He's trying to hurt me. That's what it comes across as.
But like I think from his perspective, what he's probably doing, or what I see, like you're saying that wasn't he just at a Raptors game? I think publicly he's going to continue to act like Drake.
Yeah.
I think his legal team is going to try to hurt UMG and Kendrick as much as they can the legal way.
Yeah.
Right? Which, if that's how he wants to go about this battle, and
honestly, I get it. Like the calls to violence, even with Schultz. Remember, he's like, you got to slide on him. Like that's not necessary. You don't got to say all that. And if somebody publicly calls you a pedophile, that's hard to recover from, and there's no evidence.
Okay, even that, when he says certified lover boy, more like certified pedophile. Wasn't he referring to one of Drake's friends or something? If you pull up the full lyric, right?
I think people speculated that,
right?
But I think that it is he's talking about Drake.
Because I've heard that
wasn't at that point. This is what he's running.
I think that's probably Drake fanboys trying to be like.
I did.
No, I'm pretty sure if you read the whole like lyric and like the whole part
he calls their whole clique like
all of them.
Yeah, like if you read it, I don't think it specifically talks about Drake, but even then, like how many rap lyrics in history have you seen that are much worse?
Yeah. And they probably incite more violence.
Yeah. Eminem's every song prior to like his like mature phase now.
Yeah, or even like you could name any rapper.
Right.
I've seen people that bring up old Biggie lyrics. And they poke at him. And he's like, and they're pretty descriptive, weird lyrics that wouldn't get, you wouldn't get away with those kind of lyrics today.
The time we live in too, right?
Yeah. So then evolving with those times, if Drake pulls this off and wins this lawsuit, let's just say, right?
That he doesn't perform the song
at the Super Bowl.
Well, let's say whether he does or doesn't, if this guy wins a lawsuit before or after that, and there's some sort of ramifications to UMG or Kendrick financially speaking, you think that shifts how rap beefs are dealt with moving forward?
They're dealt through the court system.
I don't.
Right? You don't?
I think that's just particular to Drake.
Yeah, but he's like the biggest rapper.
But he's always like, he's kind of, I'm a Drake fan. Don't get me wrong. But he's always been the sensitive. Like, he's been labeled as like that and that camp. He's not like.
But his lyrics still speak that way. And nobody, for whatever reason, nobody ever thought that his camp wasn't capable.
Yeah. For sure.
Right? Like you'll hear stories here and there. There's a reason why respectable rappers still run with them.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, all right, cool. Right? Like nobody said shit to him until he lost his battle against Kendrick. And what's to say if he didn't lose the rap battle against Kendrick? That this narrative would have shifted whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like
so you think if he didn't lose the rap battle, he wouldn't have filed this lawsuit?
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
He still would have let him perform the song? Like he's still been okay with that?
Well, if theoretically, if Kendrick lost a battle, then Kendrick's not performing that song at the Super Bowl because he lost.
Yeah. It does feel like that's their main goal, though, his team. They're trying to get that song not played.
Yeah, to me, I just look at it as like a business move, right? Like if somebody slighted your reputation, if you're going to continue fighting it and the world doesn't want to hear your rap part on it, right? Or like, what was his last song they did? The Heart Part 6?
Who, Kendrick?
Right? No, Drake's.
Oh.
Where he was like, I'm done after this or whatever.
Yeah.
So if he didn't want to rap anymore about it because he's just, the beef was over or whatever, and that's where the outcome was.
Yeah.
You can continue fighting this in court as much as you want.
Yeah.
Right. And he's kind of saying that he's taking shots at, and like Simmer was saying, UMG specifically, and not taking them at Kendrick.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then like he was at the basketball game, Raptors game, or wherever he was, he's acting like normal Drake.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
So he's not worried that somebody's going to
went to go see Curry. He's the only person who rode with him.
That's the game I'm talking about.
Yeah. But there's a reason he went to that game, right? Curry's the only one who stood with him. I guess KD.
I mean, honestly, to me, that I respect Curry and KD for doing that, right? Like the whole world wants to jump on the bandwagon of like,
no,
not like us and this and that, right?
Doing that.
Yeah, they're like, that's what we ride with. So they're riding with him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
The way I see it though, like at this point, what's Drake even doing? Like everyone's heard the song. If you're a Drake fan, you're still gonna be a Drake fan. Like get over it.
Even if you're not, nobody's
do it.
Drake drops an album, it's gonna sell.
Let's play this
exactly.
out.
He's
Let's
gonna
play this
sell out a concert.
UMG is a
100%.
massive company.
It's not like he needs the payout.
No, it's not the payout, but to hurt a massive company who pays you.
Yeah.
Because you think that, like, we don't know what happens behind the scenes, right? If he believes that this company is somehow stacking the deck in the other favor so they didn't have to pay Drake as much, right, on this contract negotiation.
It has to be a money thing.
Then why wouldn't you be like, oh, you think I'm going to let that slide? No.
Do you think other companies are not going to want to, like, sign Drake?
Does it matter? Like, he's fine. I don't think Drake's worried about money.
Yeah.
Look at his house. Like,
you can just say the ego thing?
Yes and no. Like if somebody actually cited you, right? If we take the beef,
that's some crazy slander. Just
for sure.
How much he probably hears that? He's probably walking around. People probably yell it at him.
For sure. And the whole stadium's gonna sing it. Like let's be real.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl like audience is so big. There's gonna be people that don't know the song that are now gonna hear it, and if everyone's singing along to it, it's gonna
hurt his feelings.
Yeah. Like that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you ever have a shot at, who knows, right? Like we talk about these social media companies, right? And the shadow banning and all this stuff, right? If there's bots and stuff in the music industry, right? And he knows it because they probably worked in his favor sometimes, so he knows how that shit works, right? So if it goes in the other direction so much during a beef and he feels like it's unfair, I mean, if you're him, aren't you gonna be like, what the like? You know, the whole world thinks that this happened when actually this was happening. Like, why wouldn't you? You're gonna try to make sure that, I don't know, you get your money's worth or a little bit of justice or whatever, right? But I mean, to Kendrick's point, right? Like, or like, if you're gonna look at it from his side, this is great. This guy's fighting legal battles. You're fighting rap battles, right? Like, you're like, oh, do your thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come across that way to most people. It's gonna come across as corny. But we'll see what comes of it.
I feel like he's gonna keep doing it because he's just gonna keep doing Drake publicly, and his legal teams will keep doing legal things.
All right, let's move on. So AJ Brown was reading the self-help book.
So he's on the sidelines during a Philly and Green Bay game, and he was reading Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy, and like that clip of him reading it went viral, and then the sales for that book skyrocketed. It's like #1 on Amazon bestseller list.
It went up 53 million%.
Like it was in the thousands before that. Then it went to #1
the next day.
Oh my god.
The author was like, he was on the sellers list. He was in the 9 or 10, 8,000.
Thousands,
And he's like, he's never been close to #1. He's #1 now.
Very pleasantly surprised that happened, but that is surprising. I didn't know that he would have some.
So he said he brings it to each game and he reads a little bit of it. Whenever
Apparently, but
it's cool.
No, it is cool. Like right away, I don't know why. I'm just like, was this a publicity stunt? Did somebody get paid? What happened here? Right? Like, how does somebody go from 8,000 to #1?
Always think
always. Like, what's behind this?
But a little backstory on the team. There is some like a little bit of beef amongst them. There was like, this guy's not getting, even in the game, he didn't get thrown to a lot. He's kind of
and people thought that's why he was.
He's getting perceived as a diva a bit, and they're like, that's why he was just reading. Because even the announcer, he's just like, I've seen a million things in my career. I've never seen. He's like, I've seen players throw helmets, like break iPads. I've never seen one read a book on the sidelines, right? So,
but he replied to that, and the comment he made was, "Why do you always think I'd be frustrated? Dang, I like to read."
Okay.
So you're just saying like
everyone thinks he's frustrated because he's always frustrated.
Well, I guess they're thinking self-help book, like maybe there's something going on.
He's basically just saying he likes to read. It was nothing more than that.
I mean, it's better than LeBron holding a book upside down.
Yeah.
During a press conference or whatever that was.
He met with the author too. I don't know if they're going to shoot something. If it wasn't pre-planned.
They're trying to do something with them. I read that.
Well,
they're going to make money off it now.
100%. Wouldn't you capitalize on that?
53 million% jump. Not like a
imagine if you wrote a book or even like something.
This guy probably woke up in the morning.
Example, if he wasn't doing that and he instead was drinking something, do you think same thing would have happened?
No, not drinking.
Specifically because it was
I don't even think it would get that much viral attention because like don't players drink something on the sidelines?
No, they're not allowed to.
They're not allowed
to. Gatorade.
If he was skipping.
No, I think. I think reading a book is kind of like. Hold on. Are they trying to say they're so stupid that they don't read books? So when they read a book, it's shocking? Is that
or that he's so bored?
Yeah.
It's more of that. He's just bored. But like, I think with this, it was just kind of a perfect scenario. The book is like bright blue.
Yeah.
On camera, the way he was holding it, you can read the title.
Did it look like he was actually reading it?
Yeah, he was like reading it. It says, I don't even think it's a long book. It's like $17 on Amazon.
Yeah. No, it's just like a paperback.
Yeah. But I think it was just more of that. And then that makes me think what you're saying. I don't know. Was it pre-planned? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the power of like the amount of eyes that are on this league, man. And like when something goes viral, it's just crazy.
Well, it's not only the NFL. When you get your 2 seconds of fame, in this day and age, you gotta act and you gotta act fast. Like you saw what Hawk Tua did, right? Like, that was
what's going on with her now?
right? Yeah. I mean, she
kind of done now, right?
I don't know. I mean,
Feels like it.
seems like she's about to go to jail or something. I don't know. But I feel like in this day and age, like that's how you have to be when it comes to virality, right?
Yeah. Not good for him.
Yeah.
It's a good way to become viral. No?
He's already a really good player. He's like a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah, and it's easy to shit on people, right? Like maybe the guy's actually reading books and he has his mind right. He's going in the right direction. You're like, why is he reading that book? What's going on? Right?
Do you think they'll like stop that though now? Like how you said they can't drink on the sidelines. They'll be like, you can't put books.
No more books. You're not
You
allowed
have to hide the
read.
cover.
That's harder to.
You're gonna
I don't think
read.
that's a big problem in the league. I don't think any player has a.
Imagine the outrage is like 3 people. They're like,
I love reading on the sidelines.
Yeah, because you never know. Maybe other people will want to do it now.
Maybe.
Like authors start incentivizing players. Read my book.
If that starts happening, they'll stop it.
Yeah.
yeah.
If the money gets involved, then
Yeah, it's always with the
sponsorship
money.
deals.
Yeah. Then it's
That's not
like you can read the
happening.
book
NFL wants
that
their
we
cut.
sponsor.
Yeah.
If they throw our logo on it.
Yeah, then I'll actually stop it.
Or don't show it on TV or whatever. But yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another viral sensation. Gelo Ball released a song. Released a song and got signed, actually.
Yeah.
A $13 million recording contract with Def Jam. With Universal Music's, Def Jam.
How much? 13 million?
13 mil.
$8 million guaranteed in his pocket.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like praising him on it too. Like Joe Budden said it.
People love the song.
Joe, like,
Do you like the song?
I like it.
T-Pain.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it, so you're just going to hear me
It's called Tweaker.
for no reason just
Yeah.
hate.
But
But
a lot of people are saying like it has like a 2000s vibe, like a West
Yeah.
Coast vibe to
Yeah.
it, the song. It's like
Kind
different.
of a bop.
It's not like. What
I
we
mean,
hear
out of the
these
3
days.
Ball brothers, he's the one that isn't really a baller, right?
Yeah.
Like
he tried.
LaMelo
He
can
tried his
ball.
darndest.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing we were saying with the virality, right? When it
Yeah.
happens, it goes crazy. This
Don't know
song,
when it's gonna happen, how, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when it
TikTok.
happens, you act.
this song's TikTok alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, this thing was on TikTok,
Yeah.
and these sports players started playing it, and every time they would
Shaquille
win,
O'Neal was dancing to it.
all of them, even these, especially football. I mean,
Oh,
football,
Detroit Lions.
yeah,
right? They're putting
football
it in
has
their
such
locker
a
room.
reach.
Yeah.
And then even the basketball team started following suit. Every time a team would win a game, they'd like, play that Jello,
Yeah.
playing it and like dancing to it and stuff, and it just took off. This thing like climbed the charts. I think it was like top 5 at a point,
Yeah.
and overnight success. Right? He's clearly signed with Def Jam. and
Good
stuff.
for him. Imagine
Yeah.
having 2 brothers, right? He's the middle one, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle one.
Yeah, so
They're calling him middle child.
yeah, your younger brother, basketball player. right?
Yeah.
Your older brother, basketball player.
Yeah.
And even the younger one, I think LaMelo's better than Jello. I mean, sorry, the other one.
Lonzo, yeah.
Right.
Well, Lonzo he got
Injuries,
injured
right?
and
Yeah.
stuff. He's still he's a great role player. He has a lot of like, if he stays healthy, he could
Yeah,
be a
but
good player.
yeah, Alonzo's more of like a true point guard, right?
Yeah.
I feel like LaMelo's one of those scoring point guards who
Yeah,
likes to
more of a shooting guard with the ball.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like, speaking of like their family as a whole, like a lot of people are saying LeVar Ball. Like, what do you think? He was getting so much hate in the past, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why is he talking
like
up
forcing it,
all of them, right?
forcing it on them.
Yeah, or just like always saying, "Oh, my son's the best. He could be Jordan.
Yeah.
He could be this." He
The
could be
more I think about him, though, the more I feel like it's like a Kris Jenner situation.
Like that type of
look what
vibe?
she kind of did for her kid.
Yeah,
Like she's their momager. He's kind of
their dadager.
So to me, I disagree.
Well, in the end, if you look at it,
What do you disagree with?
From the beginning, this guy always came off as, instead of putting his kids first, it seemed like he wanted to put the baller brand, the big baller brand
Yeah.
first, right?
Triple
He's making
B.
these sneakers. Look, they're all wearing, well, the 2 of them are wearing,
the brand.
all 4 of
I think
them.
all.
They're all wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always been the brand for him. Our sneakers are going to be the best, this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She gets them gigs. She gets them interviews. She gets them runway shows.
the difference is she was in the game before they were, right?
Yeah.
LeVar wasn't, to my knowledge, he's not an NBA
think he
player, right? It's not like he was a superstar. It's not like he was any of those things. He's clearly, he did well by his kids because they became successful athletes, right? But he's been trying to capitalize off that monetarily ever since the get,
Yeah.
right? Whereas like most basketball players are athletes, you'll hear them say like, yeah, man, I got rich. I bought my mama house, I bought my dad a crib, or whatever, right?
But are those athletes' parents their managers? No.
I don't know if our kid was to grow up and become wildly
We
successful.
talked about this. If
Right.
we had boy.
Yeah.
And you're like, at 3 years old, I'm going to start teaching him how to dribble.
Yeah.
Oh, this is joking. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, but you're like how, like, well, before, like when you were more of a LeBron fan, you used to say stuff like that about him, right? That from a young age, used to get his kids to like learn how to play basketball. He kind of like coached them, and then say he becomes their manager too. Say he wasn't playing anymore. Wouldn't he have taken more of a manager role?
No, my first instinct would be to protect the kids' interests. Period.
For sure.
Before my own financial. No,
you do have to.
You can push them, but if you stand to whenever money gets involved, and you're making money off of your kids, right? It's different if the kid grows up and goes like, "Dad, like I trust you. I don't trust anyone else. Can you be this part in my organization or do this?" Cool, right? I think when, as a parent, you start to take credit for your kid's shit, or you think that you deserve whatever your kid is doing, that's the ultimate form of narcissism, right? You're not putting your kid first. You're trying to be like, yeah, I deserve this. I deserve for the big baller brand to be big because that's my son. Right? Like, are you scoring those buckets? No.
But if you're getting him deals, if you're pushing him,
but you're not.
No, my thing is right. Like Lonzo Ball, I don't know if he should have been a second overall pick. I think him like talking him up really made him a second overall.
Yeah,
LaMelo had the talent.
Yeah,
he was gonna be a lottery pick. And he's doing well. He's gonna be a friggin' all-star.
Well, Lonzo would have been a top 10 pick regardless. I feel like
10,
in
but I don't
college
know.
he was doing
I think
pretty
he
well.
really got
right?
him to
This guy did big him up, right? But I feel like he would have been a top 10 pick regardless.
Yeah.
But what Sukfir is saying, you think he's getting him deals? He's getting him deals. He's trying to make all of his kids sign with his own. Those kids can make more money if they're signing with traditional shoe brands, right? And they happen.
No,
and he was salty about it. No?
Yeah, LaMelo signed with
Puma. Wasn't it Puma or Adidas?
Puma, Adidas, I think.
One of them.
And he's like, good luck.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
He's like, you should be with the brand.
Yeah, he should have been with the big baller brand, right? So it's not like he cares about how much money LaMelo's making or how successful he is. He's like, yo, you're not with the brand.
I get it. A lot of people online, at least, they're going, yo, he was right. He put his kids on. Like, one's making at least 50, 60 million a year for the foreseeable future. LaMelo's going to sign a massive contract. He's going to get 100 something, 200 million. And then Gelo just got... It's no joke. $8 million in his pocket, $13 million deal.
Yeah, but how much of that is because his brothers are NBA superstars, right? And that puts your name in the limelight a little bit.
Now he's courtside at the game.
To do with that.
He was courtside at the game. I don't think anyone ever gave a shit about Gelo being courtside at the game. Now the cameras are on.
Yeah. And which, like, we shifted this to LeVar Ball. Let's shift it back to Gelo. I feel like good for that kid.
Yeah.
Middle child.
You got to run with it, too. Like you're saying, you get your 2 seconds.
Like, like, I feel like...
How many songs you know that it was like one hit wonder?
Yeah, you got to just cash in. And he did.
Yeah. Nah, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move away from sports. There was a woman in France who was scammed by these AI generated fake images of Brad Pitt.
I saw this.
First, let me show you the images. So basically, she was reading by somebody who said it was Brad Pitt's mom and said, my son needs money for kidney. I've heard kidney problems, or I've heard cancer. And then that he can't pay for it because he's going through legal proceedings with Angelina Jolie.
So Brad Pitt reached out to this random lady.
Yeah. So then eventually, like, in the person started saying that now they're Brad Pitt. First it was his mom. Then it was Brad Pitt. But she gave him $850,000.
Oh my God.
So she was wealthy. And this is the part that I've heard different. I've read different things where either she divorced her husband, or they were having marital problems, or she's going through a divorce, left her husband. So I don't know about that part.
Yeah.
But she used money from that situation to give to this scammer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I even heard that she divorced him because of this.
Yeah, and like the husband was pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
She left him for Brad Pitt.
This fake
Believable photo.
Look at that one. Is that her name, Annie? I guess.
Anne.
Anne.
That's what they call her and all like.
Okay, that one looks so bad.
Which one? They all look bad.
Where he's holding the sign.
They all look bad.
I think.
Look at the black and white one.
Look at this
Yeah, look at that one. His head looks like.
There. Who's taking that picture?
Who's the cameraman taking that
And he has
picture?
hair, but then here he doesn't.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This one too, right? The one in the middle. It's like he's like taking a selfie with his hospital bed.
Check out my bed.
But that's a lot of money.
That's
That's
insane, man.
I mean, but if you're gonna fall for these pictures, like when is a celebrity ever gonna reach out to you
Ever.
and be like, "Give me money"?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, people are making like a mockery out of her. Like, so Netflix France wrote, so 4 films to see with Brad Pitt for free, but they had to delete the comment. And then there was like a football club that said, posted on their site or whatever that Brad Pitt's gonna be here on Wednesday, but they had to delete that too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How old was the lady that did
She
this?
was in her 50s. She wasn't young.
Mm.
But she wasn't that old either. But she was saying that she's not used to social media. Like she didn't really know. She had just joined it or something along those lines.
I have a hard time feeling bad for somebody that thinks Brad Pitt reached out to you.
Yeah, even if you're new to social media, like, can you tell the difference
Stupid
between a
of you.
real photo and a
much
fake one?
money? Like you can cap it at like
That
10 G.
much.
Telling you guys, I'll keep saying it.
These-
when
these-
there's
this is-
money involved, just stop for a second.
Yeah.
If somebody wants money for anything, you're like, hold on, why?
This is the type of idiot that would fall for those Nigerian scams.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I also
You get in the
saw,
mail,
like a
emails.
statistic that in 2022, 70,000 people reported a romance scam with losses up to $1.3 billion.
Oh my god.
This one's worse than that sweet Bobby girl too.
That's what it reminded me of.
But
the
she
Sweet
did she
Bobby
lose
situation.
money?
Because
she gave him money.
No.
I don't think that sweet Bobby girl ever
No,
gave
no,
money.
she
She gave him a
just gave
hell of a lot of
time.
time.
Yeah.
10 years.
This one was a year relationship with Brad Pitt.
Oh my.
1 year, 830 grand.
Imagine.
Who was the person that she gave the money to?
They don't know.
Oh.
They didn't find out. And then even like, so Brad Pitt just released a statement saying, be aware.
Oh,
Like,
really?
give her some money.
Yeah.
Man. Like, you don't have it.
What if
Throw a little $1 million.
this lady is a Nigerian scammer and Brad Pitt is who they're trying to get?
And
That's the target.
It happened with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
AI is getting out of hand, eh?
That's not even AI. This is hilarious
This
shit.
just look like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Really bad, like
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then that's all we have for off topic. Should we move on to questions?
And should we move on to the questions? So we'll do one question and then we'll do the blank ranking.
Okay.
again, like last
And
time.
I know how it works.
You know how it works now. We'll start with the question. If you could outlaw one thing that's acceptable in our culture right now, what would it be?
Like Indian
In
culture?
Indian culture?
Like in society?
Oh, in society. In
So I was
general.
like, we're pretty strict.
Yeah. I was going to say that would have been drinking, I think, our culture kind of
Outlying drinking?
Outlaw.
outlawing it.
Make it
but, like,
illegal.
yeah.
Something that's
I'm
not.
like, we're already pretty.
Yeah. In society in general.
Yeah.
That can be so many, but like there's so many laws in place, people do them anyways, right?
Like what?
Like murder,
Yeah.
stealing.
You want that to be?
No, you outlaw it.
Oh.
But it's illegal, right? Like there's
Yeah.
punishment.
Yeah, there's
for it.
that's already
But what's
illegal.
something that's
What currently
acceptable
is
that you would
acceptable? Yeah,
want to be illegal?
right. Are we all just drawing a blank on this together?
I am drinking a plant.
I'm trying to think like,
Because everything
Like
I'm thinking,
everything's already illegal that you're gonna make illegal. I don't know.
yeah, like yeah. So it has to be something that's tech related. I feel like almost for it to be
Maybe it's
outlawed
AI
right now.
scamming. Let's make that illegal.
that is
That is
illegal.
that is gonna
That's
be
illegal.
illegal. Yeah,
Everything's already illegal.
yeah. It's
What do
already
you make
illegal.
spitting.
What's not illegal, huh?
Spitting in public. You know, in other countries that's illegal, but not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I mean, I
Singapore?
guess that's
What's wrong
kind
with
of bad.
spitting
That's
in
all we could come up with. Because like
The environment related. Everything else is illegal.
oh, like it could be things like okay, this isn't what I'm saying, but just to start
Yeah.
getting the thought process going, like people that don't shovel their driveways
Oh,
or cut their grass
I'm guilty of that.
or well kept lawns or whatever. Like I feel like that's where you got to think.
But there's nothing I feel too deep about.
Neither do I, because everything I'm thinking is like, okay, distracted driving, there's laws for that,
Yeah.
right? Drinking and driving, there's laws for that. Maybe.
Well, I guess you could. Is there a way to make it mandatory that your blood alcohol level gets checked.
Everyone gets a breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Before they start.
Why would you want that?
Yeah, that would suck.
No, I would. That's a good idea.
That's it. It's if it's impossible.
Because if you have no problem, then you should have no problem taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start your car. Why not?
because there's a lot of complications. I'm not saying I drink and drive. I'm not
Might
saying
have like
that.
asthma and stuff.
No, or like false readings on certain
Yeah.
breathalyzers, or somebody who drinks a glass of wine decides to drive and they blow like
Well, too bad for them.
right. Yeah, according to you, jail right now.
Uber. Right straight to jail.
Or even something similar to what we were talking about, how the FDA banned the red food dye.
Yeah.
Maybe more bans, more stringent laws against what kind of food we're
People start
consuming.
farming.
Force us to eat healthy.
Yeah, like look at the population. So much of it is obese.
Outlaw obesity, that would be jokes. Not allowed to be this fat. Have like guidelines. I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like, yeah, the food thing is good.
Maybe because we have so many laws.
Or social media things, right, for kids.
Putting limits on it.
You know, or not letting cell phones be in schools for anyone under 16.
They
Like,
tried to
things
tell that
like,
to a 16-year-old.
I will when my kid's 16, but your cell phone is staying here. We'll see how that goes.
Cell phone.
Huh?
You're not even getting one, apparently.
Yeah, there we go. She's not even getting one. Who knows if there will even be cell phones at that time? Maybe like Google Glass or whatever.
Yeah, let's just move on to the blind ranking.
Okay.
So we'll do songs this time. So I'll say 5. And then
We
you
know how it
guys
works.
won't know what's coming next and just rank it from 1 to 5. So I'm gonna stick with songs within the last 10, 20 years.
Every genre or
Would
just
we
one?
know that, or like the
You're gonna know all of them, yeah.
Okay.
Are they just hip hop rap or are they every genre?
They're more like pop.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
Huge
so
pop fans here.
first
Let's go.
song.
Yeah, I was like, they should be more. Okay, go.
First song is Uptown Funk.
What
Five.
the hell is
Bruno
it?
Mars.
You know it.
Yes. I never liked
5.
Yeah, let's
I'd go
throw him
5.
right at 5.
5.
Yeah.
I don't like anything from that guy.
Really?
Wow, this guy's just.
You know he's like the most streamed
know that.
artist
I
in the
know.
world.
Yeah, I know. I
People
don't get
love
it.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I don't get that either. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I know that because he came out.
He
just came out with some
most ties. Like, if you wanted to hire him for something, you'd have to.
He
spend
cost the
money.
most?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Not coming out.
Yeah, but who would pay?
Celebrities,
I don't know. I never liked him.
or like, sorry, rich people that want celebrities at their wedding.
I just know like the Grenade song kind of hit, right?
I
That was
guess.
it.
Just say you're a Bruno Mars fan.
Oh, like what else does he
But
have?
he's number 5.
He was on the.
We'll
Yeah,
go with
let's go
5.
number 5. That was a straight consensus. We talked
Okay.
about it for no reason.
Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber.
You have to sing that song for me. How does that go?
4. 3.
No, that's Rihanna.
That's someone else.
What did you say?
Nothing. I'm not gonna say that again.
Started singing a
I
Rihanna
want you
song.
to stay.
Oh, I
That's
thought-
Rihanna.
Really?
That's Rihanna.
I thought about. I was like, is that Adele? No.
I feel like I know the song. I think.
I think I know it too.
I'm
I think
drawing
it's
a
a good
blank on
song.
how it sounds. Yeah.
Indy, you do know the song. Justin Bieber.
Okay, we're just gonna toss this at 4. We have no idea.
do 3.
3? You sure?
Yeah.
Do you think something's be worse than a song we don't know? All right, 3.
Okay, next one is I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
I feel like that's gonna have to be 2. It can't be 4. I don't even know what
2.
stay is. Right?
You know it. If you heard it, you would.
2. Okay, 2.
2.
That's gonna go too.
Yeah. Okay, why you want to put that 4?
That's better than.
Okay, sure. That's a really popular song, and it
Imagine when it came
in
out.
its time it was really
Yeah.
popular. I guess we could go 2. Sure.
Okay, the next one is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Oh. You don't like The Weeknd?
No, I feel like I have to put it as 1, but I don't think it's a 1 song.
Yeah, because of where
'Cause I
we
can't
ended
put it
up, right? You
4.
can't put it 4.
It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
But what do you think?
I
he's gonna
think
sing
of
next?
the songs, that's probably the one I listen to the most. I'll go-
Really? I got a feeling it would have been.
I feel like the last song's gonna be banger now.
Really?
Just
So
just
4 or
guessing.
1? But what if she says like,
I'm gonna say 1.
I guess we'll just put it at 1.
fine, I feel like we're gonna regret this. 1.
Okay, and the last one is Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That was
Number
that was a
4?
banger
Yeah,
when
that could have been one when it
Really?
came out. Yeah.
When it came out,
Yeah.
maybe 3. Okay.
So we
Basically, the reason I'm asking you guys these songs, they
Okay.
probably seem pretty random, but there actually is a right answer this time because these are the top 100. There's a list of songs of the 21st century.
Oh,
Yes,
these?
most streamed songs this century. Billboard released this list.
We kind of hated all of them.
Well, if you want to know the actual order, number 1 was Blinding Lights, 2 Uptown Funk, 3 Stay, 4 Party Rock Anthem, and 5 I Got a Feeling.
Oh shit. We didn't really get that.
You
Right.
just messed up 2.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
See,
yeah.
that's what I like.
Yeah, you like answers? Okay.
Yeah. And with that, remember, we're not experts on anything, but we research everything. We encourage you guys to do the same. We'll catch you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.